Hi, we're Kev and Emma. 18 months ago we started a new adventure and bought a 57-foot narrowboat called Ripple. Why not join us and watch our highs and lows, the renovations and changes we've made, the clever storage that's been created, and find out what it's really like living and working full-time aboard a narrowboat with 2 dogs while exploring the waterways of our beautiful country. Welcome to this week's vlog. As you can see, we're still in the marina at the moment, but today's vlog is all about what we have been doing since we've been here. We've been here for
1
month. During that time, Kev's been back to work for almost a week, but almost a week. But actually, the other 3 weeks we have spent working relentlessly on Ripple. And so today we are going to show you what we've been doing. So what you are watching today is a snapshot of the past 4 weeks, pretty much, isn't it?
Three weeks really, wasn't it? Because I went home for almost for a month, almost for a week. So.
But we'd started some work before you went.
Yeah, we started it prior to you going. So
it's a snapshot of what has been going on since we've been in the marina. Basically, we have not stopped. We are a little bit broken. And we had a few disasters along the way.
Yeah, we had one problem, but the reason we've not left the marina this morning is we have a continuation of a problem from a week or so ago. I'll go into that next week with you when it's all fixed and show you what they've done. Yeah,
so the plan today was to leave, but unfortunately we can't. So, but we'll pick up on that next week and share the outcome of that. But for now, we hope you enjoy and appreciate just how broken we are after the very busy 4 weeks that we've just spent.
And how tired we both are.
Absolutely, like aching, tired, the lot. Can't wait to get back out in the car and have a rest.
I can't wait to go back to work for a rest.
We hope you enjoy it.
Good morning. It's not very often you get me outside, is it, and walking around and I'm not stood on the boat. The boat is here. There's the boat. Boat's here. So I thought I'd run you all through what I'm actually going to be doing over the next couple of weeks on Ripple. We're going to paint the whole side of the boat. Both sides. What does need more attention is the bow, and you can still see the little triangles and that used to be there, which I didn't like. The roof was done again for the second time last year. We painted the outsides of the window so it made it easier, but that makes the rest of Ripple look pretty awful. The stern will be the last bit to be done. There's a lot of work to do on the stern, unfortunately, because there's rust, there's chip paint. It's all the way along. As well as when we do the side of the boat, I'm going to do all the gunwales all the way along, grey, resand them, and then paint them. Some of you love the doggies. There's the doggies. They're pups. They're plops. What you doing? They're waiting for something, but they don't know what they're waiting for. So it's going to be, I don't know, probably 3-4 days of prep work in the marina. For the moment, that is the plan of action, and that is what we're going to be doing. So fingers crossed it goes well and the weather stays with us. Wish me luck.
So Kev's been working on the boat for a little while now. I think I'll just give you a little update and have a little look at what he's doing. My hand is healing well, got better range of movement with it, and but still need to be careful with what I'm doing. Here he is. So as you can see,
there's no such thing as fresh paintwork out here at the minute.
As you can see, we have got a sanded stern. The boxes have been sanded, and all around the back here has been sanded. The whole of the side are all sanded, rust spots ground down, and then they'll be treated all the way along to the bow. So Ripple looks a little bit sorry for herself at the moment. We've taken the skirting off the back of the boat. We're actually going to not put that back on again because it's faded so much. But we also had like, I call it chicken wire, but it wasn't chicken wire, was it? Like garden wire, wasn't it?
Wire kind of stuff.
That helped keep the dogs in because they're a bit inquisitive. And as you can see at the moment, they've just got free rein, which is fine because actually they don't go too far. But if you look down, the pontoon, there is a little bit of an obstacle course of small tools, which are still plugged in, and Alfie's likely to go down there and pee on them and cause a problem. What are you doing at the moment, though?
Well, I'm putting on all the rusty bits, a rust converter primer, all in one. Don't know whether it's any good. Something called Fortress. Never used it before. We'll have a go.
So it does a bit of both.
It's a bit of both, apparently.
Converts the rust and provides a base for painting.
Apparently so, according to the instructions. Yeah, that's where I'm at the moment, is just trying to prime the rust bits, get them ready, and then wash the whole boat down.
Ready for painting.
Ready for painting.
With a useless one-armed partner.
Correct. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go in because down here you can see there is a paint lid with some nice fresh paint exposed. And dogs. Here we have 2 dogs, and I've got a feeling that we might have one paw in the paint. So we came into the marina for to rest my hand, but also so that Kev can make a start on the boat, which he's done. He's sanded the boat and what have you. And when we checked the weather forecast, sun, and typical British weather. Let's have a little look at what it's doing today. Okay, so it's not raining, however it's also not very sunny. As you can see, we're moving forwards. Let's have a little look at what's going on. What's going on?
We're moving the boat.
Why?
Stealing it.
Stealing it?
Robbing.
You know you can't get out that way. So what's the plan for today?
The plan for today is to wash the boat and get all the muck off. We thought you would just see the jet wash system that we got. It's a little battery on it, and it's on a cord that just sinks into there, sucks the water up, and then squirts it out. And that is basically my job for today. Is literally just do that all day, both sides of the boat, bow, stern, everywhere. Get it all cleaned so that when I come back from work in a week or so's time, hopefully the sun will have come out, the sun will be shining, and I can start painting the boat. It'll get a light sand before that again, and it won't get washed off. It'll get what's called tack dragged, just to get the fine little bits of dust off, ready for painting. So that's my day. So it is Friday morning. I've been at work all week. I've come home, and as we can see, I've put Em to work already.
I had a nice quiet week until you came back.
Yeah, she had a quiet week, didn't you, till I came back. She made the fatal mistake saying, "What can I do?" So I said, "You can polish the windows."
You're such a fibber.
I did. I had to get her up and out of bed and everything just to come and do some windows.
I said, I know what I'd like to do, and that is polish the windows.
In fairness, she did say that.
I wish I hadn't.
So she's done this window already, not the glass, guys, not the glass, the actual metal surround, which was all water corroded and just looked horrible, really. So she's done the one.
Show them one that hasn't been done.
She's halfway through the other one. And you see all the marks and stain. You can actually see like the corrosion on the metal there compared to the non-corrosion on the metal there.
Shiny, shiny.
So that will keep them going for another few more years. So because we're so naked at the back here at the minute, excuse all the mess, we've got so many jobs going on, it's unbelievable in one hit. The doors are all prepped, ready to go. It's just a nightmare. At work, my solution to these gaps for the dogs is these. I've had some doors lasered out at work from scrap metal that my boss, James, thank you very much for allowing me to do that. We lasered them out and I bought some perspex, cut the perspex to size. Let's see if I can move it without you kind of seeing it. So what you'll end up with is a door like that. That'll all be painted blue, obviously, same colour as the boat's going to be painted, with clear perspex so the doggies can still see out as we're going along. I put some hinges on, bolted them on, tack well now tapped onto the boat, like so. Doesn't look pretty, but by the time it's painted, you won't know any different.
So, our new doors are fitted. As you can see, they're being pretty effective, keeping the dogs in. They don't realise that they can get out this bit here. Here she comes.
I just remembered it. And he went, that's it! And he went, bless him.
So today is the day that we start painting. Kev's cutting in. Got the frog tape down.
He's going to be doing the roller in and laying off.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. Thank God it's only the first coat. A lesson in rollering and laying off.
So at the moment we're loading the brush up because it's a new brush, so it needs to get some soaked into it. So this isn't exactly right. But basically, what you're going to do is do this. And then what you're doing is you're getting this brush and going as far down as you can and as far
literally
up.
just up to the top.
Good morning. It's day 2 of painting day. So as you can see, this side of Ripple looks lovely. She needs to be sanded down, second coat applied. We did that one yesterday. That was quite early on in the day. Let me show you the other side that we did, side 2 of Ripple, that we did later on in the day. Not looking good at all. It was our fault, I guess. We did it too late in the day. As you can see, it gets better as you go down the boat because that's where we started. And we've got fading. You can see that. Look at that. That is actually, all this is absolutely bone dry. But as you can see, we left it too late in the day. We shouldn't have done it. We tried to rush 2 sides. And this is the result you get. 3 or 4 days of prep work, pretty much down the toilet. As you can see, the moisture's run off the tape and it's just come straight down here and left marks everywhere. So that's a bit of a bitch. So the plan for today is sand all this back again. As early as 8:30, 9 o'clock Sunday morning, and redo all this mess. So you might be thinking, why wouldn't we just put the second coat on the other side? That's absolutely fine. Give that a little light rub down, spin the boat round, and coat that side up. Well, we've got a bit of another problem. When I spun the boat round yesterday, normally the gearbox goes clonk, clonk when you put it in forward or reverse. No clonk, clonk yesterday. I thought, oh, that's a bit strange. Anyway, didn't think much of it, spun the boat round. Said to Em last night, when I spin the boat round in the morning, I'll check the gearbox oil, make sure everything's all right. It's empty, completely empty. I found the oil, that's underneath it in the engine bay. So the gearbox at some point has dumped all its oil out. Not great, but we are in North Kilworth Marina. They do have workshops over there. So tomorrow morning I'll be working, but I will send them over to the office and speak to the lovely May and see if we can get May to book us in to fix us.
So this is our second attempt at the right side of the boat. We had to sand it all back, as you will have seen, because of the rain. The next 3 days are saying that it's going to be cloudy but no rain. There is a little bit of blue sky up there, so I'm hoping, and it's certainly not as damp as it has been, so I'm hoping that the weather is kind to us today. We can get a coat of paint on early, and there's enough time left in the day for it to go off a bit, to cure a bit before the evening damp comes in. If not, the paint job's going to have to wait till the weather gets warmer. Fingers crossed.
So, if you remember, this side of the boat looked like that the other day after the cold had got to it and the frost overnight and wrecked the paint. Emma yesterday has repainted this side of the boat. That's all gone off and cured, no problem at all. And that's that side, looking nice and shiny. And if we look this side, that's that side looking nice and shiny. Another couple of coats, that'll be done. And there is Emma. What are we doing, Em?
We are making the gunwales safe. Well, we're painting the gunwales, that's what we're doing, but we're also making them safe because we were going to leave them until we moved out of the marina, but in this, like, now it's wet and damp and what have you, actually slippery gunwales are not a good idea.
No, so what we've done is we've cut in, same colour as the roof, it's a grey, so we're painting the gunwales. So we cut it in, rolled it.
Yeah, and then
What are we doing?
a little trick here with my little haggis.
Haggis tight. And basically this is kiln dried sand, I think. I got it from Midland Chandlers. But it's gunnel sand.
Basically, it's very fine sand.
You flick it on onto the wet paint, leave that to dry. It does take a little bit of time, but I think it's worth it, don't we? It'll stop us slipping off.
Yeah, I mean the roof is really great because it is completely non-slip. So I'm hoping that it'll be the same with the gunnels.
Once it's kind of all dried before we put the next coat on, what I'll do is I'll blow all the sand off like that. That'll all go, so the blue will remain blue and all the sand will go, and then you just roll her over the top of that again. Here we have Emma, roll her in the coach lines. You having fun?
I'm having lots of fun.
Speak up, they can't hear you, they think you're not enjoying yourself. You know you've got
I've
grey.
got my microphone on.
You know what, you've got grey all on your lip up there.
Oh,
Yeah. Not that it matters.
I like the taste of it.
Okay.
That line.
We are having that gap, this back gap, and that gap framed in with 3mm steel. The marina that we're in, they're going to do that for us. So this is the rear steel of the boat that will come along with the tiller bit cut out for the tiller to go. So this is what Ripple now looks like, with 2 coats of primer on, one white and then one dark grey. And as you can see, she's all wrapped around the back. The inside's done. That's her 2 coats, so we're going to let this dry overnight solidly. It'll get painted in the blue, and all being well, looking lovely and a massive transformation. So, this is Ripple now with 1 coat on the new metalwork. Look at the difference that makes. She's looking every bit that we thought she might. So really pleased so far.
So the boat had to go back into the workshop, and as you can see, instead of the shape that we had before, we now have a beautiful cat on the back of our boat. Dogs will be well impressed. Yeah, it looks like a cat, and we've decided that not only does it look like a cat, but also the tiller looks like the cat's tail. So maybe we need to name our cat. Any suggestions, comments below would be useful. But yeah, now the tiller moves freely, and we are pleased with the results. And as you can see, we were able to do a final coat on the stern.
And here is the grand reveal of what she looks like.
She's so shiny that you can see the other boat in her reflection. Our lovely neighbour Tim on Millie B. But as you can see, beautiful coach lines, gunwales are all done, shiny final coat on the bodywork, and then here we have our new stern, complete with doors that the dogs can see out of. We're really pleased with that.
So we're going to leave it there for this week's vlog, and we hope you enjoyed it and can see the amount of work that both of us, one-handed at the beginning, Emma, we put into this. We're over the moon with what we've done, haven't we? We've got a lot more done than we anticipated. We had a lot more work done than we anticipated.
We did.
But she's looking really good, isn't she? And we're pleased.
Yeah, Ripple's like a brand new boat. The finish on the paint is incredible. I mean, you know, the prep, obviously, that Kev did, and my painting, and the quality of the paint, I think, has left us with a better quality than we ever imagined we could achieve.
Yeah, I think it is all about the paint, and the prep work is probably the most key to it. But buying a decent, known brand that works, that's not going to fail you, that's probably the key as well. Or lessons I've learned, the easiest way to actually paint the boat is to take your credit card out and give it to someone and say, paint my boat.
I tell you the other thing that we have learned. The other thing we've learned is how to watch the weather and how the weather affects the ability to paint. I mean, everybody in the marine, I think, thought we were a bit crazy painting so late in the year, but we were. But we wanted to get it done, and we've been really lucky with the weather. It's been mild. We know that if it's in double figures, it's okay. And as long as we finish painting by sort of 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it cures enough to not have the disaster that you've seen in this video. So yeah, that's it from us for this week.
And if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, really helps grow the channel. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when we put the videos out, which is every Sunday at 6 PM. I think we're almost done with the catch-up ones now, aren't we? Pretty much.
I think there's one more this week, probably.
One or two more catch-ups, and more importantly, please don't forget to subscribe. It's completely free. We are going to do something, aren't we, where we do a little video on how you can subscribe on your TV, because we can see on the analytics a lot of you actually watch it on your TV, and it's not the most simplest thing to do. So maybe you can do a little snapshot of that. But
yep, sure.
Please leave the comments, let us know what you think about Ripple and how she was to how she now looks. And
hurry up, my arm's aching. All this painting's made my arms ache. I can't hold the camera anymore.
Shut up talking and I'll say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye. See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Oop. Sorry, did I just bang that against fresh paintwork?
No.
There is a fine blue dust
Everywhere.
on many things that we will be dealing with for weeks to come, I'm sure, including a fine blue dust on Kev.
On Smurfette here.
So the boat has spun around again. We are now stern in to the land because Kev has been working on the other side of the boat. Honestly, every time I come up from the boat, boat's facing a different direction. Just keep quiet. There's no need for your waffle today.
I was the captain of the ship once. Now look.
Now look what's happened to you.